Do you have a transformational life story? Have you heard people tell you you should write a book? You should write a book. I used to be like you. People told me I should write a book, but English was my third language, so I didn't even know where to start until I surrendered because 30 people told me I should write. You see, growing up, I had a difficult relationship with my mother, and moving through different countries obviously didn't make me proficient in English. But when I said yes to the book, I said yes to something much bigger to myself. And now I realize that a bestseller is actually the path to the best self and to the business explosion. Because you think it's hard to write a book. This is what's preventing you from starting. You think that you have to sit down and do it alone. This is what's preventing you from starting. You don't even know where to start. And that's what preventing you from starting. Well, I'm here to tell you that you don't even have to write it because 5 years into the writing, I received channeling abilities. And then people started coming to me, asking me to coach them, and then asking me if I could help them write a book. So when I surrendered to the idea of helping other people write a book, I showed up with this first client and I hit record. I didn't know what was about to happen, but I hit record and suddenly I closed my eyes and she closed her eyes. And I started asking her the right questions. And my whole body was like shivering and trembling. And I was like, oh, what is happening here? Right? The channeling abilities were activated. And she was crying and she was opening up to the possibility and answering my questions. And then her thoughts were done and they were like, she was like, I'm complete. And I look up, I open my eyes, and it's been 30 minutes. And then I go, a quarter of your book is done. This is how Write Your Book Without Writing was born. And then I realized that I could help people channel the right book from inside their soul, right? And I realized there's different types of books. So there are books that help you transform your life, which is you going on a transformational journey of connecting all the dots through a book. Like I've written my first book, took me 7 years, 15-hour days, all that struggle, not knowing how to format, not knowing how to edit, not knowing how to get to the point. I wrote and wrote and wrote, and writing has helped me rewrite that story. But now there's different types of books. There's one for transformational reasons, and there's one for business success. You know, one that you describe the framework you're going to take your clients on, and you get to the point and increase your authority and increase your impact. Or there's types of books that are the combination of both of those, both your story and business, the framework that you're going to teach people. So today I want to tell you, if you're listening to this, if you have a book on your heart, that this is your moment. This is the sign you have been waiting for. And I'm here to show you how easy it is to not only write your book without writing one book, but also create an offering to get together with this book. So that way, when that book, there's a plan for it, right? It writes itself. And then we can figure out exactly on what environment this book is supposed to be in, right? Because the right book on the right seat is transformation. I picked up a book a few years ago by Aileen Wilder that helped me understand that what I'm currently doing is a high ticket offer, a $25,000 offer. And then I started to embody that belief that she had in her book, where she described stories of people who do high ticket offers. So I embodied that belief, and then I started realizing that I could too charge or help people invest in themselves for high ticket offers. So we connect your book with your offer and then help you get in front of the right people, whether it is on social media or in person, so they can transform their lives, so they can come to you for the next steps. So Tony Robbins says the only thing that's keeping you away from living your dream life is the story that you keep telling yourself. Oprah Winfrey says great books shine a light on the unfolding of our universal stories. And I like to say, you think you're writing a book, but the book is really writing the true you, because the true you comes shining through. So, what will your story be? Let me help you. Write it without writing by channeling it out of you. Don't die with your story inside you.